I'm creating a little video for my tiny house so you can see all the features, so when I'm not here it's easier to explain. It has a 16-foot roof, which is gargantuan for a tiny house because I wanted to have a feeling of spaciousness inside. Most tiny houses are 13.5 feet tall by 8.5 wide. I do need a building permit, I do need a moving permit from the city to move it, which I have already, and the permit is $40, and they tell you exactly where to go, and it was a really easy move coming up from Asheville up here to Mars Hill. The first thing you'll notice coming in is the bamboo flooring that we laid, and the 3 5-foot by 7-foot windows that run down the side of the house, which match the other oval windows down here. This little heater here is the only thing that I need to use to heat the whole house. It's been so well insulated in the floors and ceiling and walls that this is more than enough, and I usually have to keep it down quite a bit so I'm not overheated. The bottom cabinets are actually antique Chinese moving boxes. You can look those up on the internet. You can take those all out if you wanted to and make more cupboard space in there. But they work perfectly fine, and I really actually like them just the way that they are. The whole stair system going up to the loft is actually a series of, I'll do it from this side, is all cabinets. I can't get far enough away to see it. There we go. So you have lots of storage all throughout this here. We have a medium-sized refrigerator, not a mini fridge, but medium, and I think that's more than enough for anything that you want while you're here. I have this little movable table that overlooks this forest scene, which is just divine. I have lighting all over here, and a remote control light up in the loft. That'll turn on those little lights up there. So going up and down the stairs is easier. I have the matching lights both in the kitchen and in the bathroom. In the kitchen you have a brand new 3-burner LP stove, and it has its own dedicated tank underneath here, and you'll see that even underneath here you have a lot of storage for pots and pans and food or whatever you'd like. I have a professional grade deep sink with a hose faucet, and this has just been a dream. I like this thing, and while you're cooking you get to look out this way, which is also another lovely little view. I have left the plastic on this door for the next owners, but they're glass doors that bifold into the bathroom. And you can see I'm a fan of electric outlets. There is one, if I can get it to focus on that. And I have them just all over the place. Inside here is a full shower with even a little seating area when you're not quite awake in the morning. And again, this is on-demand water heater. Really pumps out hot water really nicely for this thing, for all the utilities. I have a light here, 2 of them above, so I have lots of light in the bathroom, which I like. I handmade the bathroom faucets and the little sink that sits on a pedestal, and we have a new Nature's Head composting toilet with a fan that goes out to the exterior of the building. What makes it, I was going to leave it full just so I can show people that there is no scent whatsoever, but you know, I cleaned it up for you. Coming this way again, this is your view. It's about 2 o'clock on a Monday, and this is how it looks. I'm going to come up the stairs into the loft. Now in the loft we have cork flooring, and you'll see all of the 14 handmade casement windows that add a lot of ventilation to the, if you like. As a large bed up here. You can have a smaller bed if you like, but I like large beds to move around on. And even up here, it's a really tall ceiling, which makes it very nice. And from here, you look down at everything. Also, it's a truly unique space. Coming back down. I've started a stone and pebble sidewalk. It goes out to kind of where we park out there. And that's my favorite rock right there. And the stones continue out around to the back deck with a matching chair, of course. And it's where I like to read and listen to the birds in the afternoon. Now you can see, this is all so private and peaceful and quiet. Now the property goes down to, get back in the shadow so you can see it, that tree right there. Coming down farther, there are a couple that is there's a neighbor. There are neighbors that is a couple that live down that road. They're very nice. From that tree on down, that wooded area, we also own, and we do not have any plans of ever developing it, just so you have a buffer between you and your neighbors, and they have a buffer as well. We've created a kind of a lawn here for undistinguishable purposes. And you can see, you could build a fence coming down the road if you wanted extra privacy, but you're pretty darn private up here. Coming down this way, you'll see that I've also planted these 5 pines that will grow up to be even more privacy. You can see that the house is on a 24-foot trailer on wheels, but also on these concrete pillars, which makes it both a movable structure and a solid structure, however we wanted to do it. I have these beams leaning out like this because I was going to put planter boxes in there. And if one did put a planter box, you can run it into the French drain that I put down here. And there's a French drain that goes all the way down through and around and down the side of the face of the hill. This is your water container. I have not yet had to fill it up more than once. And this is your electrical box. So the electricity runs from down through here, down underneath the road, and up into the house. And I'll show you that in a moment too. So lot number 2 goes from this pole down to that tree. And it's about 100 yards. So each lot is about 100 yards. Now coming around this way, here's the utility shed. And I usually keep a lot of my tools in here and stuff like that, but I've cleaned it out. Inside, you'll see this is where the electricity comes in, and you have an 8-breaker box. Coming down, this is the LP for the on-demand hot water system. This is the on-demand hot water system. And this is your water filtration system and a water pump. And so it's all pretty easily laid out to be self-sufficient. And this just continues around again. So this would be your view of the Toyota pickup truck. I can't think of anything else to say about it. This has just been a work of art, and I'm happy to have someone else who truly appreciates it occupy it next. And to them, many blessings.